Hello everyone, this is Zahra from Moodle MOOC 12. We are in week 5 and I'm going to show you how to add a badge to the course. As you see, we have already designed the course and my course is divided into 4 parts. I'm going to assign one badge for each section, for each part, depending on the activities and their subject matter, the student's subject matter. Now let's go to the part related to the students of mechanics, EAP for students of mechanics. It is divided to a snapshot, 5 fun physics phenomena, that is the forum, to URL, a chat box, feedback, and a quiz. I'm not going to include feedback, but the other parts are included. The feedback can be a place for students to freely show their ideas. I go to the settings of each part, for example, about snapshot. There are parts related to rating, tracking, rating. Through rating, we can check some parts based on the scoring. We can set scores or averages, different types of scoring and rating, but I would like to work with activity completion section. First of all, that's the completion tracking. It asks whether the system do not indicate activity completion, or students can manually mark the activity as completed or show activity as complete when conditions are met. I chose this one because I want to define some conditions. So when I choose this one, now I tick some of these conditions. For example, in this case, students must create discussions. Not in the snapshot part, students must post reply, not necessarily in a snapshot, but for a snapshot I want them to view the task in order to complete it. Then I save to go back to the course. And then there was some other activities. I can again change conditions for them. Just let's wait for this one to be completely saved. Okay, now we can go to the next activity, 5 fun physics phenomena, which was a forum. So we go again to course completion tasks. We choose to show activity as complete when the conditions are met. Then we set conditions. As a kind of forum, I want students to post replies, at least, let's say at least 2 replies. Students must create discussions, at least 1 discussion, and also post discussions or replies. Okay, again we save it and go to the next activity. The next activity was the URL, the reading comprehension part. For a URL, the reading comprehension, the activity that I want is, okay, first of all, showing the activity as complete. Then students must view this activity to complete it. Of course, they should do something. So the scoring here is also important. Can go to there is no rating here. Okay, let's see what competencies they can gain. Course competencies. No suggestions. upon activity completion, yes, I want them to complete some activities, not necessarily view the course. Complete the competencies. Okay, that's okay. And let's save it and go to the next activity, which was another URL again. Again, the same is true for this one. Activity completion, show activity, must view, and complete the activity. After that, there was another forum for writing. In this forum, students are supposed to write and post an essay and discuss on each other essays. So activity completion, first of all, let's show activity as completed. And oh yeah, and also we need to add some competencies. Complete the competency. Oops. Okay, we check that again. Something must be missing here. Let's check it again. When you select automatic completion, you must also enable at least one requirement. Students must view. It's of course more than view, but the completion will be helpful. Okay, we check this part again. And then finally we've got a quiz, a mechanic quiz. And timing is not important. I'm not gonna put students under pressure, but grade is important. Grade to pass, for instance, 100, and then activity completion. Okay, student show activity as complete when conditions are met, and now we should set some conditions. Students must view, not just view. Of course, it is something more than viewing it. Required grade, students must receive a grade, yes. Require passing grade, or all available attempts completed. Let's require passing grade. And save and go back to the course. Now that we have set some conditions for must have missed something. The grade to pass cannot be greater than the maximum. Oops. The maximum was 10. Okay, the passing grade can be 7. I didn't realize the grade 10. Okay, now we can go back to the course and see how we can add a badge for completing these activities. Let's go to administration. Here we've got a folder of badges and we've got manage badges and add a new badge. Let's first of all add a new badge for students of mechanic. Activity completion. Okay, also we need to add some descriptions. And we should now add the folder of the badge. Let's first of all choose a file. Well, I have already created these 4 badges for each of the sections for Earth, Sun, and Life, for EAP for IT students, for math students, and for mechanics students. Okay, we choose mechanic and upload it. Okay, now as you see, the file is available here. We should create the badge and go to make some conditions and criteria for this badge. First, we can overview the badge here in order to see the details, if everything is okay. We can also edit details here. We can come to criteria and set some criteria for it. And we should wait for it to appear. Okay, now we can set criteria. Here we've got 3 major criteria here. First of all, manual issue by role, course completion, activity completion. First of all, let's go to activity completion and add the activities that we completed and set condition to this part. As you see, we've got the series of activities here related to all courses. Now here we've got mechanic. Now it's related to that course. EABL Foundation for STEM meeting. Yes, we should look for them, but they are in the same place. Snapshot, map of the mathematics, and then we go to the other parts, computer science. These are all related to EAP. After that, in week 9, we've got something about physics and mechanics. Okay, so we do not choose label. Label is not an activity. We choose these activities that we have created some conditions for. That is a chat. I do not tick the feedback, and then I come to quiz. Okay, let's save it and see how we can manage the other parts of this badge. Again, another we can put another criteria, manual issue by role. Maybe the manager or the course creator wants to complete the course or issue the badge. Oh yeah, I missed to add this, complete this part in that. We go back to do it. This criterion is complete when any of the selected role awards the badge. Maybe either manager or course created can award or issue the badge. We can also do this for those activities, but for activities we should yes, here we've got the activities, but I want all the activities to be completed for the badge to be issued, not any of them. So I go to setting again and do what I missed. Okay, we come to the end of the page, at the bottom of the page. Yeah, this criterion is complete when all of the selected activities are complete. Save it and see what's going on. The next step is to enable access so that when the participants meet the criterion, they can have access to it. After enabling it, we go back to the course and come to managing the badge to see what other adjustments we can make. Here you can see the badge with all the criteria and all the parts